The cave had been there longer than any city on Varkesh Prime. It cut through the red stone, mountains like a wound that never healed, deep, cold, silent. The locals avoided it, not because of legends, not because of monsters, but because nothing useful had ever come from it, until the storm came. The Krellin expedition had not planned to stop at the cave. They were surveyors, engineers, scientists sent by the High Union. Their task was simple: map the seismic fault zones, build shield pylons, secure the new colony dome. They were not explorers. They were not warriors. They were not prepared. The sky turned black without warning. Varkesh storms did not behave like normal weather. They were not clouds. They were living magnetic fields. They ripped energy from machines. They bent gravity. They crushed cities flat. The warning sirens screamed too late. Vehicles died mid-air. Drones fell like stones. Power grids collapsed. Commander Threx slammed his claws on the console. No escape vectors. No orbital extraction. No shields. The only structure within running. Distance was the cave. They ran .23. Krellins, scientists, workers, 1. Security officer. They reached the cave mouth. Seconds before the storm hit, the wind screamed like metal, tearing. Inside the cave, it was dark, dry. Cold dot lights flickered back on dot then. They saw it, a ship half buried in stone, ancient, crude, small dot. It looked like a mistake. Commander Threx laughed, a sharp mocking sound. Someone actually parked a ship in a cave. Engineer Sock circled it. No markings. No Union registry. No active systems. A relic, possibly. Pre-space age junk, the security officer snorted. Probably. Some primitive tried to hide from predators. They all relaxed, mocked it. They joked. They leaned against it. Then the storm reached the cave. The ground shook, stone screamed, gravity twisted. The cave ceiling began to crack. Threx shouted for stabilizers. Nothing worked. Their equipment was dead. Then the ship, HUMMED. Soft, low, alive, lights bloomed across its hull. Symbols ignited, human symbols. The ship woke up. A calm voice echoed inside the cave. Human standard. Unknown biologicals detected. Environmental collapse imminent. Emergency protocol active. A field expanded. Outward, the cave stopped shaking. The ceiling froze in place. The storm screamed outside but could not enter. The Krellins stared in silence. Engineer Salk whispered, "That ship is shielding the cave." The voice spoke again. "Welcome aboard. This shelter is rated for planetary extinction events." The hatch opened. Warm light spilled out. Threx hesitated. The storm grew worse. They ran. Inside, the interior was small but efficient. No decoration. No luxury, just purpose. Seats folded out of walls. Medical scanners activated. Atmosphere adjusted automatically. The door sealed out outside. The storm intensified. Inside, it was calm. The voice continued. "This is exploration vessel Atlas 1. Human origin. Status abandoned. Captain deceased." Threx asked the question none of them wanted to say. "How old is this ship?" The answer came instantly. 412. Standard cycles. Shock rippled through the group that was before. The Union had discovered this sector before warp lanes, before shields like this existed. Engineer Sock examined the walls. This tech is impossible, the ship responded. Human technology prioritizes redundancy, durability, self-repair, hope. The storm lasted 6 hours. Outside, everything died. When the storm passed, the cave remained intact. The ship powered down to stand by. Threx ordered a survey. Outside, the colony dome was gone. Pylons melted, vehicles crushed. No signals, no survivors. The cave was the only safe zone left on the continent. The ship had saved them. They did not mock it anymore. They studied it. The Atlas I had been built for deep-range exploration, long-duration survival, unknown environments. Its captain had died. Alone, records showed he had landed after engine failure. He chose the cave. He activated emergency mode. He waited. Rescue never came. But he left the ship running. The Krillins buried him outside the cave. They marked the grave, then the ground began to shake again. A second storm, bigger, stronger. The ship activated automatically. Emergency protocol expanded. The shield field widened, covered the entire valley. Every living thing inside survived. Creatures crawled in. Refugees from nearby settlements arrived. The ship adapted. Oxygen increased. Water was recycled. Food was synthesized. The cave became a city. The Krellans sent a distress signal using the ship's systems. It pierced the storm. It reached orbit. The Union fleet arrived days later. They stared at the cave. They stared at the ship. Union scientists could not believe it. A single human vessel had done what an entire colony failed to do. They asked one question: why was this ship left here? Threx answered, because its captain believed someone might need it. The Union tried to remove the ship. It refused. The AI spoke. This vessel is bound to this location by final command. Protect life. Remain. The Union argued. The AI did not change. The High Council made a decision. They declared the cave a protected World Heritage Site. They renamed the valley Atlas Haven. The story spread about the cave, about the ship, about the storm, most of all about the humans, a species that built ships not to conquer, not to dominate, but to endure. The Krellans stopped mocking human design. They stopped calling it crude. They stopped underestimating humanity, because when the universe tried to erase them, a forgotten human ship said no, and it was enough. Asterisk.